of stuff. So.
Curious, Coach was saying after the game that they're still working with you on whether it be a hub, whether to initiate the offense, whether to trail. How much have you enjoyed that aspect of it, of them working with you on how you can be a factor and then different ways you can be a factor?
Yeah, I think just being versatile, not getting too stuck in one way of playing, like not always trailing, not always needing the ball. Being able to mix in screening and rolling, screening, get into the weak side or get action. I think the more I can have an even balance of everything, it makes me harder to guard. So just trying to listen to the coaches and watching the film and seeing how I can improve.
Another thing I had was obviously Mark being out, Silver probably starting, how are you approaching tonight? And then Nick being the guy you practiced against for a minute.
Yeah.
You guys being matched
up. The same mindset that I had last game coming off the bench, just trying to come in there and impact winning. Just to come in there, play hard, be focused on the right stuff. And then Nick, obviously, really good rebounder, really physical player. So I'm excited to go against him.
How much do you use what you guys did against each other in practice for tonight as far as how you go about it? Even though I'm sure you have an overall scheme defensively on how to guard.
Yeah. I think personnel-wise, just respecting how good of a rebounder he is, but it's different just with the way the Bulls play and the speed at which they play is a little bit different than how we play. So I think more guarding the schemes of what they do and understanding how they play, and then at the end of possessions, understanding where Nick's advantage is and his NBA skills rebounding. So just respecting that and being physical with them.
You had talked more just you're being more vocal defensively, and that was something you and Ryan had said at the start of the season. You wanted to just continue to try to lead there. What steps do you feel like you've taken just from a vocal standpoint, being more communicative?
Yeah, I think just understanding the game with film and with having however many games I have now under my belt, just understanding that everyone in the NBA runs the same schemes, the same actions, and so being able to recognize them faster allows me to communicate faster to my teammates. So usually with the position I am on the floor, I can see what's happening. So the earlier I can talk in possessions, then we have an advantage as defense.
So what are the biggest things you think you all need to do in these last 21 games to kind of get prepared for that postseason run?
Yeah, I think just respecting everything that goes into winning. When we're at our best, we have a certain desperation and intensity that we play with. And I think it's easy in the NBA when you go on win streaks or how the season goes to get a little bit complacent with certain things. So no matter if we win the next 5, 7 games, whatever it is, we need to stay true to our identity and playing with desperation and intensity every possession.
Has there been a moment of play from Jalen that tells you that he's closer to getting back to the player he's been?
Yeah, I think he is the player he has been. He's just obviously getting used to playing with us. But obviously the lob he caught last game, and just honestly the first time he stepped on the floor, the speed at which he gets off the pick and roll is his super skill in the NBA. So I think the more we can get him downhill and just attacking fearlessly, I think it's going to be really good for our team.
You have a really good sense of where people are offensively when you have the ball and you're initiating offense. Have you developed that with him yet?
Yeah, I think me and him are getting our two-man game is growing, especially when he's coming off and rapping, the speed at which he can get around me and get to the rim. We've gotten that a couple times this year, so I think having another guard I think every guard that I play with is different. So having another guard that I can play two-man game with and mix it up and makes the defense have to adjust to each different player. So it's going to be good for us.
As a young big in this league who's really getting his feet underneath him now, can you feel the respect you're getting when you're on the floor from what you're hearing from maybe defenders or just the general sense you get?
Respect? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of hard to judge. I think some teams have scouted, like I've had opposing coaches say like no keeps tonight or we're not letting you do this tonight. Like I guess little things like knowing how I play is a sign of respect. But I think I'm fortunate to play with some really, really talented players that demand a lot more respect than me. So I think teams' focuses are generally on those guys, which allows me to do what I do. So, I guess you'd have to ask the other teams if they respect me or not, but I don't know.
Well, you brought a heightened level of ferocity to the court this year, obviously, and I think as a young big, you get challenged early on in your career.
Definitely.
And I think you probably feel that maybe back off.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I would say definitely as a rookie, and I would say as a rookie and the weight I was playing at last year, I think even just optics-wise, teams would maybe duck in earlier or try to push me under the rim or whatever the case may be. So I think, and to your point, I do get a little bit more respect. I think that's just a testimony to the work I put in this summer and the way I gained and the physicality that I'm playing with right now.
Also, y'all have the fifth best half-court defense since the turn of calendar into the new year. What are you seeing from your spot that's putting y'all in that position to not just be disruptive, but also be solid at times and then just stand there?
Yeah, I think the trust that has been built over the season in each other and having each other's backs, and then I think just being super aggressive, getting our hands on the basketball, being in our shifts. I think that's definitely been a focus for me to try to be aggressive in my pick and rolls and get my hand on the ball and make it so guards can't just come down and read the floor easily. They have to worry about me as well.
You've mentioned a lot about Shaka and sort of the winning habits that he's instilled within you. Have you sort of seen those winning habits translate over to this latter part of the season?
Yeah, for sure. I texted Shaka probably a month ago, and I told him I'm super grateful for those habits that I don't even have to think about that I do on the floor. And I think there's definitely some habits that just help me be a better player, like being in a stance. Like that's something that I have to remind myself during the game, because when I'm in a stance, I can make the play faster, whatever it is. So there's little things that I do, screening, running the floor, just the reads I make, angles, that I'm really grateful for Shaka and how much he invested in me.
Has he ever given you pointers? Maybe like stuff that you're doing in a game, like, hey, maybe you could do this differently or do this differently?
Nah, he only cares about rebounding. He'll text me about rebounding, but more than that, he really just is invested with how I'm doing mentally. Like when we talk on the phone, that's the number one thing he cares about. Because when I'm clear-minded and I'm being true to who I am, that's me at my best. So he helps me hold me accountable with how I'm doing mentally, and then rebounding is his number one thing.
So when you look at the standings, obviously every game is valuable, but Book had said after the Kings game, the time is now. How much has that been communicated in the locker room right now with all you guys?
Yeah, I think ever since All-Star break, we can feel that urgency, that each game matters, and we obviously don't want to be in that plan. So we're battling each night to get out of that.
Another thing I have.
One Dwayne, one Steven, the ref.
Come on, you worked with him all year. If you were a rookie last year, you had moments where you had to play because guys were out. How do you feel like he'll respond tonight where he'll likely have to see action before Mark?
Yeah, he'll be ready. I told him at the beginning that when he got drafted that somehow, some way, there's always an opportunity during the year. And his came 60 games in, but he's been working every single day. He was in here last night with me working out. So he's ready for this moment.
Steven, last one.
Feels like the pull-up three is a weapon that a lot of your guards that you play with have in their bag. Not just the initial angle, but sometimes even like flipping the angle. How are you seeing those little nuances with your screening help to get them in those positions and then kind of put you on successful offense?
Yeah, I think defenses that are more conservative, drops, or even if they're up but backing up, we can get those looks. So I try to notice that early in the game and then try to get as much contact as I can on my screens to free up my guards, because that's something that they work on a lot, and we trust that shot for them. So anytime I can get them that shot, I try.
Thanks, Oso.
Thanks, Oso.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Game about being in a rhythm during that 8-0 personal 8-0 run that you had. Just curious how you were feeling leading up to that, because you were doing other things outside of scoring, and that burst came at that point.
Yeah, I was feeling good overall because just overall I think I was doing well on the defensive end. I think for me, I know how well I'll play off of how I'm playing defense, so I try to strive to start off doing good with that, and then whether the shots fall or not, like I know I'm doing good off that. So if they fall, that's like a plus.
What does it mean when guys like Jalen and Devin are saying after the game that you've earned this opportunity, you deserve this opportunity, and really bigging you up as far as how you're playing?
It means a lot because those guys always like make sure to let me, like, they instill confidence in me too, along with everybody else, and just let me know that like I have what it takes, and like I can do the things that I'm able to do. So I appreciate that from my guys.
Sure, are you seeing more opportunities because there's so many downhill drivers on this team now, especially with Grayson upticking that in his game this year? Do you see more opportunities to cut baseline like you did at Slam? Yeah, for sure. I had one. Also passed one to me like at the Memphis game. I feel like it was a couple times I had a couple cuts because of those our guys making sure to get those drives. But they're also skilled passers as well. So I just make the read based off how they drive and then just make the cut, and they deliver well.
So what's it like going out and guarding a guy like Luka in a league where stars don't like to be challenged defensively by rooks, young kids?
It's fun because like I think he's a player, so I think he enjoys it just as much as I enjoy guarding him. But I'm not sure. I think it's just basketball overall. Like, people just like to compete, so I just like to go out there and give it my all when I'm guarding him.
Rasheer, it feels like we see you do a lot defensively, sometimes as a helper, rim protection, sometimes, but that comfortability at the point of attack for you and just defending in space, how have you kind of grown into that?
Yeah. Can you say that one more time for me real quick?
Like, we feel like in college we saw you doing a lot, but it felt like you were more so in the paint than on the rim. Now it feels like I has you doing both.
Yeah.
How comfortable are you in that point of attack?
Gotcha. Yeah, it's been getting way more comfortable for me. Like I said, just using my length to know, depending on who I'm guarding, know how much space to give up. I feel like in college I got blown by a lot, and I'm still getting blown by now, like off a couple drives, but still just making sure to know why and know who I'm guarding. Like those quicker guys, I can give a little more space based off my length, and I feel like if they're a little slower, have more pace with the ball, I can get into their bodies a little more if they're bigger. So just know who I'm guarding.
The more and more that you're playing, that you're getting consistent minutes, how do you sort of give yourself grace to sort of make some of those mistakes and adjust them on the fly?
Yeah. Biggest thing for me when I'm out there is just to remind myself to have fun. Like, it's basketball at the end of the day, so that kind of relieves any like thoughts that I'm thinking about if I'm worried about making any mistakes. So just having fun with it, just knowing that it's basketball at the end of the day.
How much faster is the pro game compared to college, and how much of an adjustment was that for your last few months?
Yeah, it's way faster. The pace is like crazy. Like, guys aren't looking to set plays all the time. Like, we're always looking to go. But I feel like my college team prepared me well for that with Coach Billy Lang. So I give credit to him for that, because he definitely, like, our whole team was like in tune with the NBA level type of pace. So I think that helped for me.
Do you see that being more advantageous for you specifically when it comes to sort of coming up with things on the fly as opposed to set plays?
Yes, because in college we had plays, but we didn't have like plays for real. Like, we was like 5-out spacing and like move around for everybody, cut, like just making a lot of reads based off of the spacing. So it was helpful for sure.
How have you seen the relationship through like your development with Jason Allen just help to evolve your game and build your confidence and get you more game ready?
Yeah, it's been helping for sure, and it's been starting with like working with him, and then like trying to translate it into G a little bit. That's been helping, and then like when I get out on the court with the Suns, it's just staying confident. Like, just know that I'm also like an offensive threat just as well as my teammates. So not to like shy away from the ball as much, I feel like, but just getting more comfortable with doing all those things, and he's definitely been helping with that.
Thanks for
Appreciate y'all.